Well, that was really good storytelling, Bethany. You too, Mike. Hey guys, once again, I'm Chloe, and I'm going to tell you guys about fairy tales from the Middle East. I myself, a couple summers ago, was able to go to Jordan, which, as you can see, is the country here. And that's a picture of me in Jordan over there, in the capital, Amman, which is right there. So a lot of stories, there you go. Okay. A lot of stories from the Middle East are, they're really old, way older than, a lot of stories from like the European counterparts, because it's been such an integral part of history. So, you might be wondering, why are these stories from the Middle East? Like, I don't think I've ever heard a story from the Middle East. Why are they important? Well, have any of you guys heard of this guy or seen this guy? I'm sure some of you guys have. If you guys don't know, he is from the Disney movie Aladdin, and he's based off of the book 1001 Nights. And this book is a collection of stories from the Middle East during the Islamic Golden Age, which was from the 8th century to the 13th century. So if you think about it, that was right now, we're in the 21st century. So wow, that was like a long time ago. I mean, that's crazy. So as you can see, kind of comparing what the world looks like. So as you can see, that's Jordan. That's where I was. And this is the Middle East area. And comparing it to what it was like during the Golden Age. So as you can see, the borders and the countries looked really different. So a lot of the stories, they're not tied to one specific country today, but to the whole region. And that's what 1001 Nights was. So there are some characteristics of these tales that are in usually with Middle Eastern folk or fairy tales. And so they usually fall into 3 types. So they're either about ordinary human beings having adventures, they're about ordinary human beings interacting with supernatural beings, which are like maybe like ghosts or crazy supernatural things like that, or they're animal tales, which is what like Mike was talking about earlier, in which animals kind of act like human beings, or they kind of like have decisions. So unlike the Cherokee or tales from Afghanistan or Iran, these fairy tales were not really about teaching lessons, but were more for fun, They were meant to entertain people, and 1001 Nights is a book that was meant for entertainment and was meant to be told and to keep everybody happy. So the story that I'm going to show you today is called The Fisherman and the Jinni. And this story falls into the category of ordinary humans with supernatural beings, in this case, the Jinni or Jinn, which is a supernatural creature that can take human form. So here's the story.